Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. I hope your midweeks are going off to a fantastic start. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes, now putting us only 14 away. Can you believe it? Only 14 away from the next like streak goal of the Alt Path plus All Pills week. Thank you all very much for the support over the weekend and going on into the new week. Here's your picture of the day, a wholesome and adorable picture of the day, submitted here by Brave Direction 4525. On this Invicta subreddit, they said, I've been watching this channel for years, and when my daughter was born, my wife and I had long nights. To help all those all-nighters, we always watch videos from this channel while caring for our daughter. Now, 8 months later, my daughter and I watch videos from Invicta every day while we eat food and just try to relax. It does not matter what she is playing with. When she hears the opening animation, she knows it's a Invicta video and immediately crawls towards the videos to watch it with me. It has now become a... there's even more. It has now become a tradition of ours to watch your videos when eating snacks. Thank you for the content, Invicta, and we love watching your videos. Hey, thank you very much, Brave Direction, to your daughter and wife as well. That is awesome and super wholesome. I really do appreciate that. Sorry, the paragraph was a little bit longer than my window would allow, so I had Alt Tab and extend it a little bit. Oh. Victor Echo 2 Zulu Hotel 60 X-Ray. X-Ray? X-Ray. Well, we've got a good tears rate and good damage, and we're also starting off with Larynx. Larynx is not an item that you really see a whole lot of. It's an interesting item because it has sort of like those. Yo, Wrath. I don't know what's gotten into Wrath here, but he's eating he's eating his accurate cereal or something today. Larynx is going to give us the ability to do a big AoE damage effect that is going to get stronger over time. The charges of the Larynx item will increase based on how many rooms that we clear, or just generally just how many charges are left. But as you just saw right there, every time you take damage from something, it will actually give you a charge, a la via somewhat similar to Nun's Habit. So Larynx is something that if you do have a lot of HP early on and a way to actually trigger self-damage, it can give you a pretty good pump very early on for boss killing, that sort of thing. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. Our base tears rate is very, very, very high. Just because of the Sad Onion start, so I figured why not. Soy Milk, it's a good item. I mean, it's one of those items that normally... you look at it first glance, you think, oh man, this is great. And then you realize how much of a big damage down is, and it's like, oh man, this is terrible. But then, as you keep progressing with your Isaac experience and Isaac practice and that sort of stuff that we always love to talk about in this channel, you realize that it is actually pretty much the double S, triple S tier deliverer of tier effects. And that is something that honestly makes Soy Milk one of the best items in the game. Yeah, we take Mom's Key here. I should have picked up a credit card, but to be honest, I wouldn't use credit card in that shop anyway, especially since we had the money to get Mom's Key. Credit card is more important because it's going to allow us to take a free devil deal on the next floor without having to worry about using our HP. But going back to Soy Milk though, Soy Milk is just one of the best tier effect deliverers in the entire game. Oh my gosh, we got a Eternal Heart and a crawl space. Good lord, man, what a room. That was also the same room we got a Tinted Rock in, and oh my gosh, we get Polyphemus. Now somebody very hilariously got super duper mad and aggro because they claim to say, and I don't like to put spotlight on negative comments here, but this one was just too funny because dude actually removed his comment after I replied to him and told him thanks for helping with engagement. He claimed that I was talking about the last time we talked about Polyphemus, that it was a bad item, and never once did I say it is a bad item. Polyphemus is not a bad item. It is an item that has downsides to it that you have to make sure you can recognize, but make sure you also realize that Polyphemus is the best damage multiplier in the game. Just full stop. Nothing can ramp up your damage faster than Polyphemus, and this is going to really help us out and balance out us having Soy Milk. And I'll talk about that more in a moment because it was quite hilarious to me. So your boy was mentioning the downsides of Polyphemus, and I would never go so far as to say that Polyphemus is a bad item. It's bad for speed running, for sure. If you're trying to do some speed running or some Isaac races, Polyphemus is not necessarily the best choice. If you're only going to be starting with one item, Polyphemus is not a good starting item. So that is about the extent. Yeah, we can take Empty Heart. That's about the extent of the criticisms when it comes to Polyphemus. Everything else about Polyphemus is fantastic. It's just going to make you hit harder. It's going to have the pseudo-piercing. It's going to give you the damage multiplier. There are very little downsides other than the huge tears down that you get, which can easily be counteracted by something like, say, Soy Milk or 2020 or something like that. Now, old dude who was very upset about that, and happened to write I don't even know how many paragraphs it was. He was very upset. Wrote that I straight up called it bad, and I got all kinds of bad takes, blah 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 blah. To which then I replied, "Hey, thanks for the engagement, for the comments. I appreciate that. It helps out a great deal. I made sure to heart it and all that kind of good stuff. You know, because that's just how I am sometimes." Hey, at least, and then unfortunately he ended up deleting the comment. So that was the big disappointment, because I really wanted people to see his effort. It was a good one. I'm gonna hold on to this credit card here. Obviously, we need a key so we can actually take advantage of having Mom's key. But in order for us to do that, we need to get a key to start us off with, and that's something that we're not going to get out of something that we can't open. Then I was very disappointed that he destroyed his comment. I guess it was just too much. It was just simply too much support. We can't be having that. I'm gonna use credit card here. I'm not gonna take Mom's Knife though. Mom's Knife legitimately ruins Soy Milk, and I do mean that. Soy Milk is way better than Mom's Knife. Way better in this spot anyway. It's not always the case, but in this case, where we have Polyphemus, where we still maintain a very good tears rate, Mom's Knife absolutely ruins the potential for balling out of control. Blood Clot's fantastic for us. Because we have Soy Milk, we're basically going to be firing off the extra damage tiers every second, by a couple times. Use Larynx here on Red Dingle. We got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, Ringworm, not so much. But anyway, we're going to the last week's question of the episode, coming in from Tavoy, or Taovi, I think it's Taovi, who said, question of the episode. This one's kind of a long question as well, so we need to go check into the... Let's at least go check inside of the Ultra Secret Room. Oh, you know what? Oh, snap. By Ultra Secret Room, I meant the Sacrifice Room. I'm thinking about two things at once here. So we just used Larynx, that one little charge, just to get this one key. So we have one chance here for this key to really help us out. We can use Larynx here. In Eternal Heart, but unfortunately it wasn't necessarily what I wanted. Stop this. We still want Petrified Poop. The only reason why this wasn't really what I wanted, I was just hoping that we're going to get a key. So now we have to find the Super Secret Room, which is most likely here. Oh, never mind. We already found it. Don't listen to me. Maybe we get lucky and bomb the reroll machine to get a key here. Little unfortunate that we're going to be leaving one of the golden chests behind, and also more unfortunately we're going to be losing the shop. But it was a gamble. I thought that maybe with mom's key we definitely would have gotten a key back. I thought it was pretty much hard coded, but oh well. All right, so we go on to last week's question of the episode now that we have time to talk. From Taovi, who said, question of the episode, a few videos back, I saw a comment from someone complaining that the buffs you propose for items would make the game too easy because Isaac is, quote, supposed to be hard. In your opinion, what's the most important thing to consider when trying to balance the fun with challenge and also fairness in the game? And do you think it's harder to get right in a game where... Give me a moment. Do you think it's harder to get it right in a game where the bread and butter of the game is item interactions and synergies? Well, obviously, you don't want to make the game too easy. This is something I've talked about for a long time. And when I propose certain balance changes, I always try to take into account the fact that, hey, I don't think that this is going to. I don't think this is too much of a favor and swing at the player, or breaking the game. I always try to consider like what would be fair. Is the game giving up too much power over this? Or, again, I don't think that the game would be fun, and I also don't think it would be enjoyable to watch from a viewer standpoint or even a player standpoint if everything was just easy, like just full Giga Send every run. I think that would get boring very quickly. Part of the charm about Isaac is that you can play it infinitely for a literal infinite amount of time and still always have new things to find out, new synergies, new runs. No run is ever going to be the same. Even if you play the same seeds over again, you're still not going to have the same run as someone else. It's just not possible. There's too many variables that go into this. So with that being said, I do think that there are some items that just genuinely need fixing. They need rebalancing. Mars is one that I've proposed to just change overall. I think that Mars is just not going to work from whatever the design philosophy that surrounds Mars is just not going to work. I don't think that there's not going to be too many people ever happy when it comes to Mars. And when I say too many people, I'm not just talking about myself. I'm going off of a lot of other things. I'm not speaking for everybody. But from people in my chat, people from the comments, that sort of stuff, I know when there are items that are just simply not good. And yes, obviously there's the little factor to consider that, of course, I do influence my audience's opinions on some stuff, but I also encourage players to come up with their own opinions about items and strategy and whatnot. Not everyone does it, of course, and I'm the one with the microphone, so a lot of people it's easier just to listen to me. But that being said, though, I still think that people just play around with the game. Just all you got to do is play. It's extremely important to make sure that there are items that are not necessarily going to Giga Send a run. And there has to be bad, right? They can't all be good. I don't think that means that you just can't not balance items in the game. Okay, and for the record, I don't work for Nicalis. I'm not a developer. I have absolutely zero pull when it comes to balancing or anything like that. So if any balance changes get made, all right, it's either pure coincidence or maybe I made a suggestion in a video that one of the developers decided to agree with. Okay. I want to make that abundantly clear. All right, the only quote inside stuff that I've ever done for Isaac was test Repentance Plus. That's it. That is the only thing I've ever done, and I've been very transparent about that. I don't know where the secret room is. It could be there, I guess. I'm looking just for the regular secret room. Let's go into the item room first here. And I certainly don't want to... We could use the Soul of the Lost to get that soul heart. We could. If we don't get a devil deal here, I may use the Soul of the Lost, but the Soul of the Lost also represents a free devil deal, so... It's more than just flying. The real question is, where the heck is the dang secret room? I don't want to give up Larynx, to be honest. I don't know why I said Larynx, so weird. We're either going to use Mystery Gift in the boss room or the secret room, if we can find the bloody thing. I know it's not here. It literally cannot be there because of this room here. This room is blocking the entrance where that wall is, so I know for a fact that it's not there. The secret room can't be over here either because it's first off, again, blocked by a gap, and secondly, it's adjacent to a skinny room. So they put the secret room in a very, very mean spot. I don't know. Don't care. But going back to the question of the episode, in your opinion, what's the most important thing to consider when trying to balance fun with challenge and also fairness in the game? The most important thing to consider in my mind is, does this Does this make the game way too easy? Is this item... Yeah, that's fine. Is this item going to be too strong if this changes? And then, you know, again, I exercise a lot of game knowledge to see, well, if I was a player, which I am, and I came across this new version of name whatever X item that you're talking about, would I feel that this was too easy? Or would I feel that this was too hard? Now the Curse of the Unknown. Then the final part of the multi-question question was, do you think it's harder? Which is the hardest one to get right in a game when you're trying to balance out the bread and butter of item interactions and synergies? The hardest thing is definitely to get the challenge right, Because you want the game to be hard. And Isaac is a hard game. No matter what you see on my channel or other streamers' channels or live streams, anything like that, Isaac at its core is a very difficult game. You can't really give a fair shake to judge the game when you're watching someone who has well over 6,500 hours, something like that. What is my... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look right now. What is my playtime on Steam? Let's see. Playtime is 6,000. Okay, I was a little bit off. 6,213 hours right now, as of the time of this recording. So, you know, don't let what you see on my channel cloud your judgment that the game is going to be easy. It's a game that you really do have to kind of play for yourself. And there are people who've watched my channel for many years who would tell you that. It's always a secret pleasure of mine whenever someone finally decides to try Isaac for the very first time, and then after all the years of watching me and after all the years of hearing my opinions about stuff like pills or, you know, whatever, or items or that sort of stuff, then it finally clicks in their brain and they go, now I understand why he's like this. That first time you get screwed by a bad pill, that first time that you pick up Isaac's heart, the first time that you try to play Tainted Jacob, it all clicks with people, and that's my biggest pleasure in watching and playing Isaac and doing these videos, is seeing that sort of realization that there's people who don't agree with my takes, and hey, that's fine as long as you're not a jerk about it. I won't make fun of you and laugh at you. But there is rhyme behind the reason to it, you know. Now, of course, I make bonehead plays. I forget stuff. I don't notice whenever something drops, or if I'm just in a hurry, or I just don't pick up, like, I don't min-max everything. I mean, look, no one can tell me that I'm not self-aware. I'm fully aware of mistakes that I do. Maybe not in the moment, but I'll go back and be like, oh yeah, that was dumb. I'm certainly not a perfect player, and I don't want people to think that I try to present myself as a perfect player at all. But if that's how people think, then hey, you know what? It's not my problem. That's really what it comes down to. It's you can't help how other people feel or think or believe about you. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna worry myself over it. I got Isaac to play. I got video games to do. Let's have a full charge here for Larynx. I don't really want the Rotten Heart. I don't know how much HP we have. I haven't known how much HP we have for multiple floors now. And keys are still kind of an issue here. The fact that we're maintaining 3.41 damage with Soy Milk is really impressive. You keepers, sack, brother. Let's go. We'll buy member card too, because that's also just going to Gigapump our stats here. Oh my god. Not only do we get stats from the Halo, but we also get it from buying with Keeper Sacks. Look at that. We just added another 1.5 damage or so to Soy Milk, and that's the dream right there, is getting stuff that's going to give you incremental damage upgrades for Soy Milk. I don't know why I decided to go down there for Purgatory. The full charge on Larynx is going to destroy whatever boss is dumb enough to stay alive the first, like, 2 seconds of us entering into the room. The secret room should be there. Yep. We should have plenty of HP for the Devil Deal. I don't think that we're going to make Boss Rush. We spent a lot of time going back and forth on that one floor. Boss Rush is going to be a stretch. Very big stretch. I'll see you later. Thanks for playing. Probably should have waited for the second Rag Mega, but what can you do? I like questions like that, though. I like questions that sort of ask the tough ones. You know, it's not my wish to make this game super easy or even approachable for newer players, but I do think that there's kind of a stigma in the roguelite genre sometimes with newer games, where it's just like you just got to be locked in. Like, you can't play this for fun. You gotta, like, there's pixel perfect. It's sort of, you know, like the perfect example is, like, for me anyway, is thinking of most roguelites like I want to be the Boshi. You know, it's a one-hit death, and there's unforgiving, and there's no room for mistake or error or strategy or even fun. And I think that some roguelites kind of love to lean into that super hard mega challenge, and that's just not. Those aren't the type of games for me. I don't like playing those type of games. I played Boshi. I hated it. I'm not a platformer fan, so I don't like Meat Boy, you know, which might be sacrilege to some people, but again, can't help how people feel. I think that Isaac is easily the most approachable game that exists in the roguelite genre. Full stop. I think that if you watch enough people play the game, I think that if you play the game yourself and realize that, you know, hey, you don't have to try to go for some kind of crazy win streak. You don't have to try to go for all unlocks or a deathless save file or anything crazy like that. Just simply play the game, and you'll find that it's a very endearing experience to be able to play something like Isaac and not have to worry about getting destroyed or getting this really ultra hard challenge that you're not going to be able to overcome until you have a couple thousand hours in the game. But that being said, though, there is still I think I lost the Eternal Heart there. That being said, though, there is still a very good amount of challenge that exists in Isaac, obviously. And you're going to be tested. It's not an easy game. The whole point of this entire discussion. It's not an easy game. And I certainly would not, if I did actually have pull with the developers and balancing and that sort of stuff, I certainly wouldn't want to make it any easier for people. I do feel that there are certain items in the game that do require some tweaking. I think some items are just flat out useless. There are some aspects of the game, like with the whole static drop conversation, where I do feel that it doesn't really make much sense to have this sort of mechanic in the game. You know, and I'm just pointing out logical issues. At least they're logical to me anyway. We're absolutely smoking this one right now, and obviously very happy that we got Guppy's Tail and Mom's Key. It's the dream combo right there. We don't ever have to worry about not running out of keys here. As long as Guppy's Tail keeps on dropping golden chests, we will almost always get multiple keys back. Now we could definitely use 2020. That would be the next big major upgrade for us. Be 2020, because it would unlock the capped tiers rate that Polyphemus forces us into. But we're also nowhere near capped on tiers either, so it's something to be aware of. I'm gonna spend all this money here. More damage the better. Again, it gets multiplied very quickly by Polyphemus. Yeah, we already know we're not gonna make Boss Rush. We could have probably maybe pushed it, but it wouldn't be worth it. For pennies, fine. Spoonbender in the item room is obviously another big dream. We still have one more floor to go for a store that could pay off crazy. A nightmare of a map. Wait for both of the Reap Creeps, then we use Larynx. I don't know how it got off that one hit there. Another HP upgrade. We do get a damage and luck upgrade, and we get the Star of Bethlehem. Okay. We'll take it. I got the vault real quick. The Star of Bethlehem is going to give us a star follower that we can stay in the aura of. If we stay in that aura, it's going to give us a huge buff for our DPS. It's also going to instinctively go find the boss room on every single floor, including Delirium, which is nice. It was buffed in Repentance, where it previously used to move very slowly. Like too slow, like you had to wait for it. So they increase the acceleration whenever Star of Bethlehem is not in the same room that Isaac is, assuming that you're going the right way. Look how fast it caught up to us here. There's a tinted rock, by the way. Yes, I saw it. No, you don't have to point it out. It's small rock, which is going to give us more tears and damage. So if you're going in the right direction and Star of Bethlehem is trailing behind you, it will speed up very quickly. If you are moving slow and you're going in the wrong direction, it will slow down for you, so it doesn't outpace wherever you're going to see where the boss is. We could have made boss rush for sure. Yeah, so we know where the boss room is. We're just gonna go back and try to find the shop. These fires are out of control. Lucky I can't shoot you. I'll take deep pockets. Someone recently lost their mind over me not taking deep pockets either. You'd be quite surprised how mad some people get over things that I don't do in Isaac. Quite funny. EFF, it's 28 cents. Is it really worth nuking our entire balance? Probably not, but it is going to help out with Botfly. And again, with us having Keeper's Sack, it does give us more of a scaling benefit from the money that we're spending. And then, of course, the Deep Pockets is just going to give us a ton of more room to collect a lot of money. So on the Victory Lap, we can really start pumping our stats. Look at that. So I'm just standing in the range of the Star of Bethlehem. We don't get a Devil Deal or Angel Deal. You wouldn't expect it. And curse the XL. Well, joke's on you, game. We have Star of Bethlehem. Even if we don't have mapping, we can still kind of sort of figure out where we need to go. Look at that. We get a golden chest here, or a golden key out of the golden chest. And that's going to give us even more resources to play with, thanks to Guppy's tail and also Mom's key. Oh, I'd be going the wrong way. Dependent on you, Star of Bethlehem. This is the way. Money, we're very quickly getting all that money back. Go up, or do we go up or right? Going right. All right. If we were up here, I think it would have already taken that upward turn. Yeah. So you see, your Star of Bethlehem's not following us right now. That's because it's just not the right way to go. This is the right way to go. 68 bombs. I think we can afford to bomb a couple of times here. One of those soul hearts back. I like it. Again, another nightmarish floor for some Invicta Navigation. And you bet your bottom dollar that we're not going to get a double deal here. So just go ahead and get that out of the way right now. It's not going to happen. They gave us an XL floor right after the mom fight. Ooh, wow. Lead pencil's huge for soy milk. This hallway just keeps on going. This is not the right way to go. This is the right way to go. Thank God we have Spoonbender too. Wow, did you see that shot from Lead Pencils? Holy moly. We're going to get some more tears here. That's great. The more tears we get, the more DPS we do. It is a full-on DPS multiplier with us getting a tears up whenever we have soy milk. This is Star of Bethlehem and Lead Pencil are just going to... I mean, Lead Pencil is going to be going off a whole lot. Oh my god, we almost got spun in one room. Wow, that is so much damage. No, we go Devil Deal here. And Brimstone, honestly, I don't think Brimstone is the right play here. I really don't. I think Brimstone ruins everything. Because yes, we could have the constant beam of Brimstone, but it's not, in my opinion, it's just not worth the DPS down. Once we take Brimstone, our tears rate is even more hard capped. Thanks to Brimstone and Polyphemus. We don't want that. Ooh, gold and cracked crown. Holy moly, that's going to give us a lot more tears and damage. We only have one more key. And we got screwed by a mega chest. Alright. Well, fighting old Hushy is not going to matter here because we have Star of Bethlehem. Even if we take damage, we probably will, maybe. Yeah, I would just look at the tears. Now, something else to consider here is that if we stay in the Star of Bethlehem radius here in the circle, it does have a chance, a very small chance, but still a non-zero chance to stop any damage that you get hit with. It's kind of like think of it like a Mask of Infamy, but a constant Mask of Infamy. That combined with Botfly, we should be okay. Although Hush is camping our Star of Bethlehem right now. As he does. Okay, Botfly, you're kind of screwing me up here a little bit. I'm just gonna do this. Every time we take damage, by the way, because we have Nun's Habit and Larynx, it's going to give us 2 charges on Larynx instead of 1. It's unfortunate that there's no more keys. Yep. Hermit card. We could take Trisagion, but that would, we don't need Trisagion. We just straight up don't. Take the Soul Heart here. Might as well buy the full charge. We can buy Buddy in a Box. We have BFF. Again, we're just kind of farming stats here thanks to Keeper Sack. Oh, secret room's over here, huh? Okay, we did it. Really? Okay, Star of Bethlehem, I don't know where you're going. Guessing it's going to be this way, though. Instinctively, this seemed like the right direction to go into. All signs were pointing to the to this being the direction. Thinking about going back and getting the mob trap room, but nah. Still looking for some more keys. Didn't actually mean to open that up. Oh, we gotta curse the tower. Tower card, reverse tower card, and we got 0 tinted rocks. Right. Yeah, there's no need to even place a bomb here. This is just a laser beam of death. There we go. Super clean, super easy stand fight. And we have the Soul of the Lost, so we can use the Soul of the Lost in the dark chest. Add PhD, quarter, Gimpy, and multi-dimensional baby. I mean, we could take multi-dimensional baby. I'm going to use Soul of the Lost to take Gimpy. I'm just kind of going off of a guess here as far as where our actual way to go. Oh, look at our buddy, by the way. Oh. What a buddy. That is this buddy, by the way, is a special buddy. I won't spoil it, but it is a special one. I think this is the first time I've actually gotten him, too. Get Beelzebub here. Oh, we're just gonna smoke Lamb. I mean, this is the power of soy milk. This is what you want. Now, what we want to elaborate on this build. Now we want some big tier effects. We want Jacob's Ladder. We want Eye of Belial. I mean, anything like that. Second seed for Alpha Zulu Foxtrot Mike 66 Sierra. That first run there is showing you exactly what soy milk can do, and now I gotta go back to the title screen because multi-dimensional baby's freaking out. And that is a bug. That is a bug that that the devs didn't even know about. I'm glad I pointed that one out to him. Belly jelly. Hero should be here. Got Optimus Prime, buddy. Get that soul heart. We don't really need soul hearts at this point, but we might as well. Where are you? Ansas. Ansas giving us some damage upgrade there. A double soul heart. You'd love to see it. Golden key. Like, oh, it's that time to U-pin. Get booster pack, which is just super duper awesome. Super great. Might as well use Joker card now. Oh my god, yeah. This is what we're talking about when we want some tiers upgrade or some tier effects here. This is the bee's knees. I'm actually gonna take the Hermit card just because we don't need the Ansas rune. We got Star of Bethlehem, so it's not really going to matter. We can use the Hermit card to get out of here. still don't have Guppy yet. Guppy would be the next thing that we would want here, other than some more S tier, mega awesome tier effects for soy milk. A blank rune. Didn't mean to pick that up, but we got it. Look at that. The Dingle's already dead. Movement speed. Another HP up. Okay, second Guppy item. We could probably let Larynx go. We don't really need Larynx anymore. And Guppy's head is just going to give us, it's not going to give us more damage, but we can get more activations out of it. I wasn't really using Larynx anyway. We just simply, it's not being used. At least with flies can kill stuff that we can't see or get to immediately. All right, the secret room's not there. But now we're only one away from Guppy. I actually want to lose this Bone Heart. There we go. So we can get the Soul Hearts. Oh, another Eternal Heart. Eternal Heart's going insane right now. Yes, I know. I skipped the item room on the last floor. It's... If we go straight to... Let's put it this way. We're in a policy right now of if we don't see the item room by the time we see the boss room... Oh my god. Then I don't really care what was in it. Lost Fly here. We could, if we really, really wanted to, we could try to force Guppy right now. And we didn't do it. Well, it was worth a shot. Wait. Wait. Yeah! Oh, look at that. We get a boss item, baby. Let's go. Yeah, more tiers. We'll take that. Earth Row. We know this is also a Perthrow rune, so we just need one more scent. Do the floatiness of our movement speed. Need one more scent here. That's pretty much going to guarantee that we're going to get that we are going to get Guppy here if we get that Perthrow rune. It was worth a shot. There's a tinted rock up there. That corner. I'm not going to use the Perthrow rune in here. Although, I will say that pay to play also makes it to where we don't need keys anymore. The pay to play plus Guppy's tail is a very, very nice combo. Got another Eternal Heart. Good lord, man. Another tier effect. And we are actually capped now on tiers. And we get Guppy. Game really wants us to have Brimstone. Yeah, Empty Vessel's fine. And I don't want Brimstone. Brimstone, this is one of the few times where Brimstone is not an upgrade. Not in my opinion. Not in my house. Oh my gosh, we got the D-Sizzle. Got skipped here and everything. You do not need another Nun's Habit. They don't stack. Mama Mega. We don't need Mama Mega either, to be honest. We don't want Car Battery either. Not for the D6. Reason being is because you can exhaust your item pool pretty quickly. If you have a double reroll every single time you use the D6, it's no bueno. I don't even know if this is the right way to go. I'm assuming it probably is because the reason why the Star Bethlehem just went away is because we weren't technically on the map, yeah, when we were in the members store. Yep. Get spun. Now we can start taking Angel Deal items, and we have Sacred Orb, remember. Yeah, this is Immaculate Heart is just so much more damage here. 2.58 damage may not seem like a lot, but remember we've got Soy Milk hurting our... It's hurting our damage multiplier. Actually, it's actually a damage down multiplier, and we're still adding on to over 2.5 damage per shot. That is a huge. What is this buddy that we've got? Love the stash. On the mimic chests. Oh. Here's our devil deal. I don't even know what's going on in this room. All I know is that we have nothing but red hearts, so. Oh my gosh, Tech 1. Tech 1. Holy moly. This is gonna fly here. Yeah. We don't need the sad onion. I'm just trying to get item pedestals to re-roll through. There we go. Do that, and then hit. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could take Fire Mine. Maggie's bow is going to allow us to heal for double the amount of hearts that we pick up. Oh my god, yeah, this is this is all kinds of over. You guys realize this, right? Like this is a done deal here. We don't need growth hormones anymore. I'm gonna re-roll growth hormones. Mr. Dolly doesn't do anything for us either. We should try to go back and at least go into the item shop if we can find it. So we've already gotten ourselves quite the broken run. Now it's just a matter of how hard do we want to win. Do we feel the need to embarrass the game this month? I mean, January is coming down to a close. Day after tomorrow. It's been a very weird month, but also a very good month. What are you? Two diamonds. It doubles our money, so if we end up getting money equals power, oh my god, we got Backstabber. Now I think that Backstabber is actually not going to go off. I think that we are legitimately going to kill things before Backstabber even gets put into the equation here. Take us home, Star of Bethlehem. Yeah. Yeah. Sloth didn't make it. Neither is anything else in the game, to be honest. And keep in mind, this is with having the Polyphemus tears down, by the way. If we somehow got 20/20 out of this, holy moly. Brother, I mean, it's over now, but it's even it's the most over that we've been this year so far, if you catch my drift. Get meat. And we want to be buying stuff here thanks to Keeper Sack. I will take Red Stew. We're doing 19 damage with Red Stew. Tech 1 Soy Milk Polyphemus. That's what we like to call sick, nasty, crazy damage. I could have used the 2 of diamonds to get voodoo doll, voodoo head, but meh. Oh my god. Well. Yep. Yeah, this is what instant death looks like. We don't need either one of these, so Seraphim, sure. I didn't know that options worked on Boss Rush. Huh. That is a new one. We get Conjoined now, which does hurt our damage slightly, but I think it's going to be okay. Something tells me that the fact that we lose a little bit of damage because Conjoined is not going to matter that much on this run here. Yeah, now's when we take more damage, and Miter. Take Miter, sure. You know, I'm just kind of waiting for Star of Bethlehem just to show me where to go, and then I just go in that direction. The heck with whatever the game throws in our way in that direction, but that's the direction I'm going. Yep. Who needs Star of Bethlehem when you can just clear everything? You can just clear a floor in 15 seconds. You don't need to go the right way for that. 2 of hearts, 2 of spades. We need neither. We don't even need this 2 of diamonds. We're gonna get rid of it. I mean, at this point, we just point in the direction of things that we want dead, and that's it. Boss, no boss, mini boss. What is this? That is a crazy looking buddy that we got right now. Isaac only lived through. He only lived this long because of his boss armor, and we didn't have Star of Bethlehem in here. You see the double healing there from Maggie's bow, giving us that sweet ×2 healing. God, we got Tech Point 5 too. Yeah, we can take Sea Dizzle. Sure, why not? Fruitcake, Infestation 2. Star of Bethlehem wanted us to go fight Megastan, so I guess we'll go do that. I was gonna go fight Blue Baby, but yep. So remember when I said Brimstone was gonna be a damage down? This is why I said that. Yeah, that's a near instant kill on Megastan. We're not done yet. Of course, your in-episode reminder. If you're enjoying this episode, everybody, make sure you click the like button down below. The thumbs up button is totally free to do. Takes less than a second, and it helps out a great deal, and I thank everyone who does that each and every day. Of course, if you're new here in the Mosh Pit, make sure you follow along here and subscribe if you want to. You can even ring the notification bell if you'd like to do that, if that tickles your fancy. Either way, I do appreciate everyone who does this every day and supports what I do, continually supports what I do, long after I've been doing it. I'm doing this quite a while now. we don't want Hookworm because Hookworm's I mean we have the golden. We literally have the golden crack crown. This is a flat out stat booster. This is gonna be Delirium here. So, oh man, what a run. So thank you for watching, everyone. Enjoy this destruction of Delirium. I don't even know where he is. At this point, I don't even care. Again, if you enjoyed this episode, click the like button. I would appreciate it. And to double encourage you to do so, let's do it again. Two Delirium kills. You don't see that very often in one run. I have no idea if this is the right way to go. I don't really care. Our Bethlehem will tell us, I'm sure. Yeah, you could say this build's pretty strong. We almost one-shot Delirium. Holy smokes, dude. Wow. Thank you for watching again, everyone. Like I said, if you're new here and you enjoy my daily Isaac content and other games I play on the channel, make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell. And, of course, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Welcome, everyone coming over from the YouTube Shorts or the TikTok Mosh Pit. I do appreciate each and every one of you as well. And, as always, I'll see you all next time. What a run. Woo. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Vernon James Ely, Langward, and Wyatt Sipes. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.